go with that shit.
Every day is something else. Cause I'm tired of you. Every time you come home, you want to argue. I got food on the table. The house is clean, and you still got something to say.
Okay, let's get together.
You know what? I ain't got time for you. I got a show to do. I have a show to do. Unlike you, I got things to do.
There you go again. That shit. Every time.
Look.
Every fucking time.
I'm tired of it. I am so tired of girl. Look.
These men, I'm telling you, they be on some shits, baby.
Ain't nobody got time for that
shit.
Period. What's up, kings and queens?
Hey, kings
Welcome
and queens.
to episode number 8. It is your girl, Raisha the Finisher.
And Toya the Boss.
And you are tuned in to Say What, Say What.
Hey.
Listen,
You
today's
see
episode,
listen,
ain't nobody
y'all
got
ready
time
for
that.
Y'all ready?
All.
We about to have a good
let me
show
get myself
today.
together. It's going to be a great day, the bomb day, and everything I do is going to be bomb.com.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes.
Because ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. You got to put
Period.
that shit aside.
Today's episode, if you haven't already guessed, is toxic
Relationship.
Toxic-ish. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No, baby.
Now,
No.
I know some of you out there have probably been in a relationship or two that was toxic or dealt with a person that was just toxic as you know what. Like,
Toxic. Just, oh my God, just giving you the blues, baby. Making
every day.
you cry now.
Change your whole
like,
character.
why I'm in this situation. Praying to God. Everything. Toxic.
Like, woo.
You need to leave it.
Well, you got to
Leave
count to
it or
10.
fix it.
Like 1, 2, 3. Calm yourself down. Those type of relationships. How many of y'all have experienced that? I know at least one of you have to experience it at least once or twice in your life. Or even dealt with a friend that was toxic. Because it ain't got to just be relationships between a significant other. It could be with a friend that just so toxic. And every time you're around them, they just bring you down or bring negativity. Like, come on.
Yeah, we ain't got time for
nobody got time for
no
that.
toxic relationship. Sorry.
At
Not
all.
over here.
So,
Night, Captain.
listen. Before we dive into the new topic of this week, which is toxic-ish, we want to make sure that you like, share, and comment. So if you haven't already liked our Say What page, go ahead and like the page right now. Go ahead and share and tell all your friends and all your people to tune in right now. It's going down at this present moment, and it goes down every Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m.
I know you got the notification.
Okay? I know y'all got the invites. Accept it and like the page so you can stay tuned and up to date with what's going on.
Not gonna hurt you guys.
At all.
Trust me, I do it all the time.
Listen.
So it's not gonna hurt.
I know if y'all been watching lately, last Thursday was hot and juicy. The Thursday before that it was hot and juicy. We were talking about relationships and all
still
that
talking
good
about
stuff,
relationships.
okay?
Relationships, boy, I tell you.
You go on and on and on and on.
Go
and
on
last
and
week,
on
Toya the Boss, she had some things going on, so she wasn't able to make last week's episode and tune in. So if you guys have any questions, just go back to that video, rewatch it, and if it's something that you want to ask her personally and it's something that you want to ask me, just go ahead and comment and like the page or share it or just comment under the video, and we'll be sure to respond to it as soon as possible. But this week,
or they can just tune in.
you can just tune in today or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. Go ahead and like and share and comment on the old videos, catch up on the old videos. But right now, we need you to be tuned into this week's topic.
Episode
and again,
number 8.
Toxic-ish.
Toxic-ish.
So, before we go into all of that, give a little background. What is deemed to be a toxic relationship? What is that?
Oh, toxic. Just, want to argue with you constantly for no reason all the time. Just disgrading you, calling you out your name. That's a mental thing to people.
Yeah.
I've been through that shit. That shit don't feel good. A nigga want to call you, a dude want to call you out their name. I be trying to control myself with certain languages. But dudes want to call you out your name. That's toxic. All the time for no reason. We don't deserve
know
that.
why.
We are queens. We don't deserve that.
Don't even know
and
why.
And we don't deserve to be calling men out their name as well.
Vice versa.
It's vice versa.
Yeah.
But yeah, that back they want to fight all the time in front of their kids. That's not good. You want to fight and argue in front of your kids all the time. How you think your kids gonna grow up when they get into a relationship? That's not healthy. That's not good at all. So all that toxic relationship stuff. Then you got men be out here, you know, doing what they doing, and then they come home, and then you know how they just be doing a little too much. They want to show out in public. They want to show out on you like big time. You know, hitting on you. I mean, just it's all type of stuff.
It's
mental,
definitely different type of
you
toxic,
know, physical,
for
just
For
all
sure.
type of toxic relationships that people go through. You
And
know,
for me,
it's not healthy.
Toxic, exactly. That's
Healthy at
exactly
all.
what I was gonna say. For me, toxic is anything that's not healthy for you mentally.
Yeah.
Like if
It's a
it's
mental
taking you
thing.
through a mental stress, and every
Mhm.
day you're like, oh
Yeah.
my God,
Yes.
you're mad, and it's bringing out a character within you
Mhm.
that you don't necessarily want to bring out, a character
Yeah,
that you let go a long
yeah,
time ago,
girl,
and it's
'cause,
resurfacing because
it
of this
would do it.
individual. That's
Mhm.
toxic.
Yeah.
Anytime there's so much back and forth and bitterness and
Yeah.
fights and
Man
you
will take
this
you there.
and do this, and now I don't even want to be around you. Just you being in my presence is
It's irritating
me.
Like you
That's
messing with my
toxic.
aura, my vibe. You that's sad.
Yeah, or you can be around a friend. Like we said, it's not always about intimate relationships.
absolutely.
It could be a friend that's doing a lot of things
I
that
guess
you
that-
don't
that's why I
necessarily
really don't have no
agree
close
with.
female friends.
And when you're around the person, you like, child, really?
Because I've been
like,
through that too.
You trying to have me go to jail? What's up?
Toxic.
Like they get you involved in
Very
they
negative.
boyfriend bull crap or girlfriend bull crap. When you
Yeah.
come around now, you gotta fight the girlfriend or fight the boyfriend because they done got you involved in some stuff that you ain't know nothing about,
Right.
or because they always involved in some stuff or getting into fights or situations, and you
Right.
like
And then
this
they
ain't what
just
I asked
negative,
for.
just a negative
Just
vibe.
negative.
Just always got something negative to say. Ain't
negative
never
say
happy
all
for
the
you.
time.
You ain't got time for that. That's
Yeah.
toxic.
You call
Gotta
them,
go.
you call them with good news, and then
Mhm.
they like say the complete opposite of what you call them. But like instead of saying congratulations, they like, girl, what? You like, really?
Yeah, they changed the topic.
That's
quick.
a toxic friendship.
Toxic friendship. Period.
Seriously.
Yeah, so we talking toxic. Period.
Toxic.
Anything from
Anything.
friendship to relationships to
Exactly.
marriages. We talking it. If y'all want to tune in, comment, and let us know how y'all feel about it. Ask us some questions.
Yes.
Feel free.
Because listen, we diving deep in it.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you can say. We're diving deep into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna hurt some feelings
We gonna-
tonight. I don't give a fuck. You understand? Gonna hurt some feelings tonight. Some
Look,
man may feel some type
Toya
of way.
the boss has spoken, and you know I can't tame her. So she gonna
I
say
don't
what she
care.
gonna say, okay?
Yep, I give two.
Look,
You understand what I'm saying?
so since she said she gonna dive into it, have you ever dealt with a toxic relationship?
Girl, how about? Girl, look, I don't say no names, but look, I ain't gonna put nobody out there. Yeah, I done with toxic relationships, mental,
And what made it toxic?
because he was verbally abusive.
Okay.
You know, with the name calling, like bad. You know, to the point where, like, for real, you come home from work. You've been gone for 2-3 weeks because he had a out of town job. 2-3 weeks. Then you come home and you arguing with me. So when you come walking through the door and calling me all type of names, like I'm here holding down the household, and you got the decency to disrespect me for no apparent reason. You got me fucked up. I ain't the one. Like, I already knew something was going on. So, ladies, when that does happen, I'm going to give you one scenario why it happens. It happens because he is cheating, okay?
Ooh.
He is cheating,
See
so
her.
he brings the shit home and want to start and pick a fight with you because he's out here doing dirt. And so the mental abuse was terrible. That can really fuck with you. He had to go because you wasn't about to get the best of me, boo-boo. Period. I ain't that type of woman. I'm too strong-minded to even have to deal with somebody mentally trying to abuse me and belittle me and my character. I got too much confidence within myself to allow a man to do that, period. And for ladies, y'all, that's that confidence. Y'all gotta have that confidence.
Yeah.
Don't let no man try to belittle you with that mental abuse and
They
try to
do it.
tell you what you not,
They
what
definitely
you
do
not
it.
worthy of, and what you don't do, and what you know, and what type of woman he can get, he cannot get, whatever the case may be. Don't let no man belittle you like that, and don't let no man ever have a mind control over you where it's that bad, where when he can control you on that level, because he knows that if he goes off on you and call you out your name, he already know, oh, she gonna do what I want, or this, or whatever the case may be, or that's how I control her, or whatever, and she ain't never going nowhere. Nah, baby, you gotta have confidence within yourself. You gotta self-love yourself. You gotta love yourself before you can love any man.
Loving yourself
because at the same time,
sure.
I ain't finna allow it, and y'all shouldn't even allow it as well. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, the mental thing was a problem with me. All the time. Just very disrespectful. He will not talk to no woman. Just very disrespectful. To this day, he's just still disrespectful. And I don't even too much try not to deal with him. But abusive, I had a friend of mine try it. He tried me. He tried the wrong one. I was like, yeah, it's time for you to go.
Yeah, anytime there's physical involved, that's definitely toxic.
Yeah, you tried it, and you tried the wrong one, because I ain't for it. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. Mentally, my mind, I'm not even allowing it, period. And if you try it, if you try it, you got to go, period. He had to go. It was 2 doors. He had to go. So
basically, he always had something to say, which led you to believe that he was out there doing.
Oh, he absolutely was.
Because he always had something to say when he came home.
So when you come home,
there was no reason.
No reason. Just come walking through the door and want to mentally abuse you like that for no reason. I'm like.
So it's almost like he was playing the blame game.
Yeah, you know, because they go, so obviously, you know how men try to have a mind. When men fucking up out here, they try to be slick. And some females will allow it because they don't have no common sense to pay attention. I'm a person that pays attention. So I pay attention to the people that I'm with. That relationship did not last long at all. Unfortunately, I did have a baby with him, but the relationship did not last a long time at all. But yeah, that mental abuse is something different, because when you have a daughter too, you got to learn how to talk to women in general, not just women that you sleeping with or you with, just women in general. Women are surrounded by you all the time, so you just got to learn how to communicate with women, because that can really damage somebody who's weak-minded and they can't control it. That mental really can mess with a person, and really fuck them up in life, period. A woman up in life, period. So, that mental, that's something that hits heavy.
If someone's definitely
the abusive, hitting on you is one thing.
That's a whole nother level.
It's a whole nother level. But that mental, for people who really ain't got no self-esteem in themselves and don't really love themselves, oh yeah, it can do some damage. It can cause people some women to, commit suicide. Just because they can't get away from this man, and this man is mentally abusing them, and they just,
or the woman is mentally abusing. Because there are some ladies out here.
Yeah, some ladies that's doing it too. I'm not saying that.
Aggressive.
It's not rare.
They try man and they push them to the limit.
They do.
Yeah.
It is some women that push men. Like we as women, we do need to know our place.
Watch your mouth and be respectful. Watch your tone.
A man has to be a man. Let the man be. Let a man be a man. At the same time, sometimes man needs a push. But let's still let the man be a man. You are the woman. Stay in your place and let the man be the man. And don't degrade them and talk about them and say things that gonna press their button.
Calling them out their name, calling them a bitch. That presses a man's button.
They don't like. That's one thing a man don't like. A man do not like for a woman to call them a bitch ass nigga. They don't like that. Like, they get offended by that. And we know it, so we like to press buttons and like to keep doing it. We can't do that, because it's not healthy. That's toxic shit. It's not healthy
toxic.
At all.
Anytime you got to belittle somebody by degrading them, their character, or calling them out their name, whether it be from a man or a woman, that's toxic. So you definitely should never call someone out their name, man or woman. And then accusations with no end, meaning that every time you come home, they're accusing you of something or saying that you did something, and it's like you can't even get in the door good enough, and they're like, "Oh my God, what now?" You leave out the house, they're accusing you of going to go do this. You go to the store, they're accusing you of going to beat somebody. If there's accusations with no end, 9 times out of 10, they're doing something. And because they're doing something,
right?
They feel the need to put it out on you,
that's
because they're trying to accommodate what they're doing. So that's why they're accusing you all the time about what you're doing, or assuming that you're doing something when you might not necessarily be doing something. Because they're exactly. Period. That's the old saying: when you assume, you make an A out of you. And that's toxic.
That's
because
toxic.
it shouldn't be anything that messes up my peace of mind, anything that messes up my spirit.
I be in a whole
it's
mood,
toxic.
vibing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't interrupt my
And you
mood.
messing up my vibe. You messing up my peace.
So Valerie, we got a comment. Valerie said, "What about your toxic kids?" What
Ooh.
you think about that?
Children can be toxic too.
Yeah,
That's
they can
true.
be. Yeah.
They definitely can, and I think that's derived off of what they could be experiencing and the whole growing spurt that they go through, and then also what they may see
They
you
are
doing.
teenagers.
And then in the rebellious stage,
Yeah.
that can be true.
That's
And
true.
like I said, we all have been toxic at one point. I'm speaking for myself. I've been a toxic woman at one point. And the reason that I say that is because I didn't always start off that way, but I can be in a relationship with someone, and let's say they F over me, or they cheat on me, or they do something of that nature. And because I'm so emotionally conflicted by what they did, now I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff, childish stuff. Now I'm childish stuff now that I'm grown. I understand.
And look,
doing
we do
stuff
that
like,
sometimes.
yeah,
And
you
we
do
can't
that.
do that.
Just
that
like
was
that
her.
with the song, I bust the windows out your car.
That was her ass.
That was me all day.
That
That was me. I'm not even gonna lie. Back in my old days, when I didn't love myself, and when I, went through my emotional conflicts, I was that girl that would bust the window out your car. I was that girl that stab you if I needed to, do all type, break your stuff.
She was doing
if you hurt me, I was definitely doing Jasmine Sullivan. That was me all day. Jasmine Sullivan. Yeah, we talking about Jasmine Sullivan. Jasmine Sullivan. That was me all day. I bust the windows out a couple cars. So when I found out you was cheating on me or doing something, my whole aim was to hurt you as bad as you hurt me. And if a friend did something to me, I was gonna hurt you as bad as you hurt me verbally. So if you said something to me, don't argue with me, because I'm gonna say the lowest thing to degrade you, to belittle you, to make you feel the worst of your worst. That was me then. But that takes maturity. That takes growth. And now that I'm the age that I am now, and I look back, I'm like, girl, that was so retarded. That was so stupid. Why nobody even deserve that much of your energy? Because the energy you got to put out to do that. For what?
I'm just gonna bust up on you.
For what? I could have ended up in jail half the stuff I did. Ended up in jail and a whole bunch of stuff, because it wasn't worth it. Now that I'm the age that I am now, I understand now that it wasn't worth it. And it was toxic. Because we went, men, X amount, I'm not going to say no names, but we went through a lot of stuff back and forth when we thought it was love, and we like, oh, I love you so much, and I love you so much, and then I go and do something, and I can go out the house and go be hanging with my brothers, and he thinking I'm hanging with some guys, or I could be hanging out with my girls, and he think I'm doing something, and now we arguing, and we fighting, and then we cussing each other out, and then we busting each other windows out, and doing all something. Then the next day, we like, I love you.
Yeah, that's too much.
Toxic.
And like she just said, like she thought it was love.
Yeah.
Like us women, look, I'm talking directly to the women out there that are going through this right now. If you think that it is love, that a man is mentally and physically abusing you, that is not love. Whether he shows you or whatever, and then afterwards he hits you, and then afterwards he say, I'm sorry, and I love you. That's not love.
Or he doesn't necessarily have to be physical with you.
Yeah.
He can, like she said, be mentally abusive, where he's cussing you out, calling you all type of names, and you both are breaking stuff and damaging each other's property. And then y'all say y'all love each other, but love isn't that. Love is not pain. Love is not hurt. Love is not going to do that. I'm not going to belittle you if I love you. I'm not going to break your stuff if I love you. Like, that's not love.
We got to wake up.
We definitely got to wake up. But like I said, back then, I thought it was love, and I was young, and I'm like, well, if he's doing all this because he cares about me. He's doing all this because he really doesn't want to lose me. No, it was toxic on my end and his end. It was toxic, because had I had some love or enough respect about myself, I would have understood that I was the prize, and that if he was to risk that was on him, and if he wanted to cheat, that was on him. And okay, stepping away, baby, is going to prove more. When you step away from a situation that is not being fit for you,
you've been a bigger person.
You've been a bigger person, but that's also going to allow that man or that woman to look at you differently and understand, like, dang, I did all of that, and they walked away calmly and smoothly, like it didn't even matter to them. And you can love this person wholeheartedly, but because you love yourself more and you respect yourself enough, you're not going to allow that person to get the best of you. you, and you're not going to allow that person to take you out of character. Because that's what I was doing. I was allowing the people that I dated and I was with to take me out of character because I didn't have enough self-love about myself. So I would be all out of character and doing all this ignorant, stupid stuff because I'm thinking that, oh, this is going to keep his attention. And it did. Because we both were going back and forth with the stuff. Because we both were damaged. We both didn't understand. We were both young. And at that time, just for our defense, in our eyes, it probably was love because we had no idea what love really was then. You know? And as you grow, you understand more what is damaging, what is good, and what is not good.
Z was saying, excuse me, confidence within and knowing your worth is a must as a woman. That's
definitely.
You gotta know
not just as a woman, as a man too. Everybody needs to love themselves because if you don't love yourself enough, how can you love somebody else?
He needs to know himself. He needs to love himself, and I need to know myself and love myself. So that way we can get into this relationship and we're gonna love each other the right way
and have healthy dialogue. Because anytime we gotta go into breaking each other's things and damning each other verbally, that's not healthy and that's toxic. So anything that is not healthy for you mentally or physically, that's toxic. Whether it be from, like we said, an intimate lover, significant other, or friend. It's toxic. Even a family member. If every time you get around this family member and all they want to do is bring negativity to you, that's toxic.
And speak down on you, that's toxic. You know, you gotta love the family members. I love you, but you gotta go.
I gotta love you from a distance. And everybody has to understand when it is that you gotta love somebody from a distance. When is it time to let go? Because if you're constantly doing it over and over again, and you're constantly in this roller coaster, this cycle that keeps repeating itself, it's not healthy.
It's not at all.
It's damaging.
Valerie said, but what if he is a bitch ass nigga? Valerie, if you know what, you girl, I don't look. He can very much, but you know what, Val? I trust me. I done had some of them too. Very much be a bitch ass nigga, but you know what? We just got to get up out of that damn situation.
Let it go. That's all. So, just like we said, you know, we got a lot of these songs now, like the Cash Doll song, Ice Me Out. Ice Me Out. So, most women, and I got to talk for the ladies, because I don't see a lot of men getting cashed out like they used to get back in the day. They used to, women used to cash these men out. But now you got a lot of women getting cashed out and getting bags and all of this good stuff. So because they're getting all that stuff, they're willing to tolerate a lot more than what the average woman would tolerate because they want to stay spiced up and razzle dazzle.
Dumb.
It's crazy. What do you feel about that? What are your feelings on that?
First off,
is it that serious?
It is not that serious, nigga. I can buy my own bag. If you buy me a bag, like, I'm not a materialistic person. Like, I like the stuff. This fly about to get on my nerves. I like materialistic stuff, but it's not a must. You know what I'm saying? I must have a nice house. I must have a nice vehicle to drive so that my kids can get back and forth when they need to go safely. I must have nice things inside my house. That's me. I'm not big on materialistic, but I'm not, you know, I don't mind it, but I don't want you to spend like that excessive amount, 5 G's and up, on a bag, because you can invest in my, you know, my company and my business or whatever I got going on.
Toxicity.
But yeah, I don't think that if you buy me, if you buy me a bag, okay, we arguing, we get into a big disagreement, like it's bad, and then you come home with a bag. Don't think that that's about to save you.
But it does though. Some women do allow it. They can be mentally abused and cheated on over and over again.
You know, a lot of women, that's because that woman don't care about shit else. All she worry about is what this nigga can provide for her. Obviously, you're not for that love. You're not for that being in love with that person or that person being your everything, and you want to make shit work. You're not for all that. You're not for that real relationship, real love. You for what he can do for you at this particular moment. You ain't on that shit right now. Right now, you on, I don't give a fuck what he do. If he do what he do it.
As long as
he take care of me, that's all that matters. And until we get that shit up out our head, that's toxic. Until we get that up out our head, that means right there that you ain't got no self-love in yourself. You obviously saying you don't care what the nigga do. So he out here, he cheating, he doing this, he doing that, and he come home to you like, what's up, anytime he want to, and you okay with it because he's giving you gifts. That's not right. Period. So when and that deep down, these women really do
Yeah.
be feeling these men.
Yeah.
You know
They
what I'm
be
saying?
in
Because
love
once that
and
man leaves,
Yeah.
they hurt. You know.
That's true.
But how much are you gonna
How much
take?
are you willing to take?
How much are
just
you
to
willing
be
to
accommodated?
take time after time
Yeah.
after time when they keep doing this? Because obviously you letting them know it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for me to do
Yeah,
it.
because
I
if they
got
can
her.
keep coming back
She that
to
one,
you,
yeah. She that one.
Showing.
She that one particular woman. I know if I bring this home to her, we gonna be good, and I'm gonna be back out here doing what I'm gonna
Right.
do. Come on now, you making yourself look
Yeah.
dumb as hell. Period.
The more you
making
keep
yourself
going
look
back
dumb.
to it, it's showing that you are accepting of it. That as long as
Yeah, you
I
accepting it.
put some money in your
Period.
hands or give you a nice bag
Yeah.
and make sure you laced up good and make sure you're living good, then you're going to tolerate my behavior. And my behavior is toxic because if I can keep hurting you and keep cheating on you, putting your body at risk, putting your heart at risk,
Yeah.
putting your mental capacity at risk, because every time a woman is cheated on, even a man is cheated on, it does something to you mentally and to you
If
emotionally.
you really love
if
and
you
care
really
about
love
the person.
Now, if you just
Now,
not for the
yeah,
money,
you just not in
then,
for the
hey,
money.
you
Then
probably out doing your own thing too.
anyway. So
Right.
you don't care what he
Yeah.
doing. You don't care
So
what he doing.
that's a different type of vibe.
Yeah, that's
but
a
if
different
you're
story.
somebody that's really caught up and in tune with the person and you're thinking that this is about to go somewhere, this is a connection that I don't see with nobody else,
Right.
but this person just keeps doing things that are damaging you, that is toxic.
That's
And
toxic.
you need to let the
Toxic in
situation
motherfucker.
go. Because it ain't that deep to stay with somebody just because you feel accommodated, especially if your heart is in it.
Well, yeah, but if, like you said, it's the women that they don't care about
They don't
that.
care. But again,
They-
it goes back to
What is
self-love.
this real?
It's
I mean,
self-love.
real love is out here. It's a man out here willing to love a woman
Yeah.
the right way, and it's some women out here to love the man the right way. But you are women, and you are men that's doing what y'all doing. Y'all fucking it up for the real ones, like me.
Yeah.
Y'all fucking it up for us. I'm not playing. They be fucking it up. You get in a relationship with a man. First thing he talks about is what toxic relationship he had with this woman, and now how he don't trust, or now how he don't want to do all that spurging on a woman because he been hurt. You know what I'm saying? That should be fucking it up for the real women out here that's trying to be good to their man and trying to be in that real love situation shit. That be messing it up, and I don't like that. You know, we gotta do better. We gotta do better out here. We can't keep
men and women.
this cycle. We
That's
can't
true.
keep going along with this cycle because we got these good women out here. We're not gonna find that Mr. Right, and then we got the good man not gonna find that Mr. Right woman because we keep going through these cycles with these men. We gotta just let that toxic shit go.
Or it can be at the point where the sex is bomb.
Yep.
And
Toxic
because the sex is
good.
bomb, they ain't. The relationship ain't.
Jay,
But you can't seem to let that part go.
go, girl.
Like,
Look,
dang, oh,
Trust
she just
me.
got that good, or oh, he just got that good.
I done been in a situation
I
like
can't
that
let it go.
before too. And trust me, you just gotta let it go. It ain't all that great.
But,
for me to
it
just
is
lose
that
myself.
great. I can't let it
Yeah,
go.
girl, you go out here, you go find you somebody and go mess around with somebody that's good enough.
I mean, he just got
and
me
you
seeing
teach him.
butterflies,
Yeah,
got
you
me
teach
feeling
him.
sparkles all over.
You teach them. It's a mental thing first.
Ooh, I just
That's
shiver when I think about
yeah,
it.
it's a mental thing first, and that's how the sex gets so good because it's mentally there first.
Ain't nobody
So,
never
yeah.
did it like that before.
Yeah, okay, keep on thinking that he the only one out here that know how to do it, and he got you all fucked up in your mind, and you don't know what you doing. You losing yourself. You don't even know what's tomorrow. You don't even know what the day is. You don't even know how to think. Keep on because your stupid stuff.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Some people get
Stupid
so
shit.
caught
No,
up.
that's dumb.
And men
Keep on.
are guilty of this too, because there's a lot of men that stay dealing with these crazy chicks because
Oh,
they got that good, and they don't know how to walk away. They keep going
Yeah,
back.
these men stupid. Because these men do like these crazy women. They do say, that's what they say. I don't know, but that's what they say. They say the crazy women got good shit. I ain't crazy, but my shit good. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
They
I
keep
don't know.
going back.
I
Crazy
don't
as
know.
a bitch above, but they keep going back
That's
because
what
they
they say.
putting it down on them too good. They ain't never got put down like that before, so they got to keep returning to the crazy chick.
Valerie gonna say good sex is toxic sex.
It's
Yeah.
very toxic.
Yeah,
it's
it's
very
toxic.
toxic.
It sure is. But you gotta know your body. You gotta know what you gonna allow and what you not gonna allow as a woman. Period. Because I don't care how toxic it is. Because look, for one, what's the girl? Sukihani, what's her name?
I don't do
She from Love and Hip Hop,
Uh-huh.
but she a rapper. and they so funny. They be fighting and arguing, but they be in the bedroom doing all type of shit. Cause he be showing it like she show like little clippings of it. But it be like, girl, look, I know y'all men like that crazy stuff. I know. But still, we can't keep allowing that toxic. Cause
keep letting it pull you
it's
back
not
in.
good.
Like you done got far away.
The kids probably looking like, our mama and daddy, what is wrong with them?
They done got far away, right? You done got good and going. You've been over the person for a month or so, and then you get to thinking like, oh, but I miss such and such. Oh, I miss when they do this. And then you allow yourself to get dragged right back into it.
Yeah, right back in the crap. Ain't
Baby,
that crazy?
Don't do it. It ain't worth it.
You allow yourself to get right back into it.
Man, don't do it. It ain't worth it. Because every time you go back to the crazy chick, now you got to tell your friends and your boys and them, she did this. The girl done popped up at my job. The girl done popped up to my crib.
Yeah.
Leave her alone.
Yeah. Leave her alone.
You getting her all wrapped up in her feelings.
You should have left her alone.
Because you ended up putting it down good and allowing her to put it down good. Now you got her all caught up in her feelings and you all wrapped up in your own thing down there. We ain't got nothing to do with your feelings. But you keep going back.
Yep.
Toxic.
You already know
toxic.
what it is. She ain't changing for you or nobody
else. That's toxic.
So you already know what it is. So
Let
you
it
just
go.
Continue it. Then you stupid too. Both of y'all stupid. Y'all just in a stupid relationship. Period.
Or you got somebody that, like we said earlier, consistently continues to cheat on you over and over again. Where they buy you things and make you feel good, take you shopping, and got everybody thinking that they just this perfect person, but really they not. All they good for was their money. That's toxic. But they belittle you, they cheat on you, they don't care about you. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care if you're doing well and if you're doing good. They ain't trying to help you with business endeavors. They ain't trying to help you better yourself. They just want what they want out of you while they go get what they need to get out of somebody else, and you just keep allowing it. That's toxic. Yeah. That's toxic. All of that is toxic.
Yeah, because
there you go.
You know, we can't allow that as women.
Because
like,
it ain't gonna help them.
Yeah, me personally, I can't allow nobody to come and interrupt me and have me feeling a particular way and just, have my kids see that. Because first off, I'm a woman and I'm raising 5 daughters. So first off, I'm not even gonna allow a man to come into my life. That's why I say that relationship had to decease. But my kids wasn't always around. But when he do want to act a fool in front of my kids, I gotta let you know, first and foremost, you do this
ain't working.
It got to go. I give people chances.
I can't keep allowing it.
I can't keep allowing it because I'm raising them to be the best woman, the best version of their self. You got to love yourself and never allow no one to ever take the best of you where you are doing things that you don't have no control over, or you doing things that you shouldn't be doing, and then you acting out, or
it's not teaching. It's not teaching that child.
So I want my kids to be way better, and I want them to understand the fundamental of real relationship and what real love is, and how a man's supposed to love you the right way. I want them to see that, and if they can't see that, I'm not gonna, be in no situation.
Y'all out here fighting like I can see the tunnel all the time, and y'all think that's healthy for them kids to see. That's not healthy. That's not healthy at all.
That's gonna mess with them, and as they get older in their relationships. As an adult, that's gonna mess
posting
with
it all on Instagram like, I got a black eye today, but he's gonna be back tomorrow.
That too. Take it to social media. That's toxic. Y'all are fighting.
You gotta post every other day about your business or your
on social media. Like now, everybody know your business on social media. Why people know your business on social media? They shouldn't even know your business on social media. You shouldn't even be talking on social media about things. You shouldn't even be talking on social media about things, period. Well, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't understand. Like, that don't make no, I don't know. It just don't make no sense to me why people take that to social media beef, period. It shouldn't even be all on social media.
Every post is about your relationship. Yeah, so I caught him doing this, or I caught her doing such and such, but don't worry, he gonna be back tonight, or that nigga ain't ish, or that ain't ish, and blah, blah, blah. But then you wait till the next day. You even make yourself look crazy.
You look stupid.
Because you posting something about this man or this woman every other day on social media.
Now everybody knows your business.
Telling your mama them, telling your sister them, your friends them, everything that's going on in your relationship. Yeah. But then you stand with them.
Why?
You don't look right.
Just
be quiet and take it.
If you gonna be with the man and the man cheating on you multiple times,
or the woman cheating on you,
or the woman, and you find out about it, and he get caught, girl, and the
don't even talk about it if you gonna say
don't talk about it if you gonna go right back to him. Don't talk about
Let
it
it go.
because he gives you gifts. Don't talk about it because really,
Or
you
because
dumb.
she laying it down.
Yeah, you
Let
dumb.
it go.
You stupid. He's not the only man on this motherfucking
And
earth.
she is not the only
that's
woman.
gonna allow or just gonna give you gifts. He's not the only one. You're dumb to sit up here to keep on putting up with his bullshit. After time, after time, after time, after time. This man that cheated on you 4 or 5 times, and you know it, and you didn't call him, and you still allow him, you dumb. Like, you need to wake up, sis. Wake up, sis.
Or this woman has been caught playing
Yeah.
time and time
Wake up,
again,
man.
and you keep going back to her thinking that you can
Wake
change
up.
her and that you can slow her down
Wake
and calm her
up.
down. If she was already about that fast life, baby,
Yeah.
you can't change
You
that
can't
woman.
change that woman.
She gonna change
And
on
you
her
can't
own,
change that
and he
man.
gonna change on his
Yeah.
own. People have to change and grow on their own. We
Yeah.
as women and men have to stop thinking and believing that we have the strength or power to change somebody.
You do not.
We don't. The only person that has that strength and power to change anybody
Yeah.
is God, and he has to put it within them, and they have to want to change within themselves. But another person can't do it, and
Sure
all you're
can.
doing is wasting away your life and your years. And as we
Yep.
all know, life
Yeah,
ain't
time
always promised. Time is
Time
precious.
is precious,
Moments
baby.
are precious.
Mhm.
Be happy. Live your life. If it ain't bringing you elevation, and if
Yeah.
it ain't bringing you growth, if it ain't bringing you gratitude or making you feel happy to be around this person, it ain't for you. And it's time to let it go, especially
straight.
if you done told the person multiple times what is damaging you or multiple times what is hurting you,
Yeah.
and you've expressed your feelings
Mhm.
and you've had conversations with this person and they still continue to hurt you
Yeah.
knowingly,
Mhm.
that's toxic.
Yeah, that shows you
Let it
care
go.
about that man or that woman, though, period. They should.
Let it go.
That shows you they don't have no type of respect for you.
No type of
Really?
respect for you, and
Yeah.
it can be, oh well, real love. Because I hear a lot of people talking about that, like, yeah, back in the day, women stuck around and women did this,
here they go.
and they wasn't so quick to just leave and go to that. Back in the day, women didn't have their own.
I guess
back in the
look, y'all see
day,
me.
women was just in a house holding down the household,
I
cooking
guess
and
I'm
providing
gonna
for the kids, and they wasn't entrepreneurs and working and making their
Yeah.
own money. Back in the day, it was a lot different.
Yeah, I guess I might
It
be
ain't
single
different.
because I'm not.
It's a
finna
whole different thing
Yeah.
now. Women are out here getting it
Yeah,
on their
getting it.
own.
We getting our own bag.
We got a lot of men and women out here doing
Yeah.
their own thing. So now when they're looking for a significant other, is what can you bring to the table? What can we both bring to the table?
Yeah,
Because
what
we
can we
both
do
doing our thing.
to
So
elevate each
we
other.
just elevating each other.
Yeah.
At this point, we're adding
Yeah.
to each other.
Each other.
So we don't necessarily need each other. We're adding to each other. And it's great to have somebody to build with
It's a
and to grow
wonderful
with.
thing to
But
have
if
somebody
you're not
next
adding
to you.
to me, man
Yeah.
or woman, then there's no purpose of us trying to make
no
this work.
purpose. No purpose. I might as well be single.
Yeah.
Because there's no purpose. I need somebody that's gonna elevate me
Yeah.
and build me, and we're gonna build each other, and we're gonna build this empire together. We're gonna make this
Exactly.
money together. You know what I'm saying? So that way we got what all this nice stuff. We got this together because
Exactly.
this is what we wanted to do in our relationship. Because this is what our relationship is based upon. It's that real shit.
Real.
I'm
love.
not. I
Toxic love.
don't want that. Sorry. I ain't
So
for it.
let's open it up to all you guys, because we can go
What's
on and
up,
on
what's
and
up?
talk about this all day. But we want to open it up to you all that's tuning in and watching. Again,
Yeah,
if
ask
you're
some
tuning in, like and share this page,
Mhm.
share this video.
Absolutely.
Let's get
Y'all
this
better.
growing.
Come on
But
now.
the question is right now, what are your thoughts when it comes to this new era relationships? When it
Yeah.
comes to this new era, because what everybody deems to be relationship goals is really toxic.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts when it comes to toxic? Like, do
Mhm.
you know how to decipher what's toxic and what's real?
Yeah.
Tune
Do you
in.
know the
Comment.
difference? Maybe you know.
Join
you know
the discussion.
difference.
Let's get it. Let's
Maybe
talk
it's some
about
women
it.
and men out here don't even know
Yeah.
what toxic is and what's
Like, do you
maybe they
understand
think
what's
that's
toxic
healthy.
and what's healthy? What's
Yeah.
toxic and what's real? Do you know the difference? Because I don't believe that a lot of people know the difference,
No.
because you see so many people posting on a day-to-day
Right.
about their relationship or what they feel is a relationship goal, but their relationship is never or not even close to a relationship
So yeah,
goal.
I see people. People are watching the show. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and follow our page. You know, pass it along. But just ask some questions. We see you watching. Just ask some questions.
Yes. Tune in.
What
So
you want to
again,
ask
the
us?
question is,
You can ask me anything. And I'm gonna be blunt and
New
honest with you.
era
And you can ask Ray the same.
dating.
This is what our show is about.
What is deemed toxic? Do you understand the difference between toxic and healthy, or
Relationship.
toxic and real
Mhm.
relationships? Whether it be with a significant other, somebody that you're intimately involved with, or a
Mhm.
friend.
Mhm.
So again, we did a lot of talking about relationships, But again, some friends can be toxic too.
Yep.
If
And
you're
family
around
members.
somebody all the time, and like every time you're around them, they're
Mhm.
negative, or they're trying to bring you down,
No.
or they're trying to downgrade an
Not
endeavor
having
that you
it.
have,
Yep.
or you call them about an accomplishment, and they're trying to tell you why you shouldn't do it, and all of these things,
Yeah.
and making you feel bad about an idea, making you feel
Yeah.
bad about who you are.
Bringing you down.
That's a toxic friend.
Yeah.
If they ain't never got nothing good to
Good to
say
say to
about
you.
you, and they ain't never trying to
That's not really a friend.
hurrah you and cheer you on,
Yeah.
that's a toxic friend.
Yeah, that's not
So
really
you
a
need to
friend.
check some of those relationships too.
Check
The toxic is
checkmate.
toxic. And I ain't dealing with none of it. If it ain't good energy, I don't want it.
Look,
Period.
I'm at a point in my life I ain't dealing with it from nobody. Either it's you my family member. I love you, but
I
like
gotta
she
love
said,
you for
I
a
love you
distance.
for a distance. If you
Yeah.
my friend supposed to be, yeah, I gotta let you go, sweetie. You ain't really my friend. And if if I'm in a relationship and this man say he love me so much, if you love me so much, you wouldn't do the half the shit you do. So therefore, bye bye.
Yep. Like we said,
Bye.
anything that's not good for you, mentally or emotionally, that is
Bye-bye.
toxic. If it's draining you, that is toxic. And you may need to reevaluate the situation.
Mhm.
And it goes back to self-love.
Yeah.
Self-love is a necessity.
We're gonna preach that.
We're gonna talk about
That's
that a
something we
lot
may
because
talk about in
it's
every
important.
episode because it's like number one in
Yeah.
society right now with women and men. We're
Yeah.
not loving ourselves. We're not taking the time out to get to know ourselves
Yeah.
and to better ourselves and become a better version of us before we get into a relationship. And
Yeah.
it's not good for that other party. It's not.
Yeah, sometimes a person needs to just take time, especially if you've been out of
Take
relationship to relationship, to take
It's been
time to
almost
just
2 years.
love on
Take
yourself.
time. Yeah.
Love on yourself.
Mhm.
Get to know yourself, because we all
Yeah.
change. We all grow. That's a part of life.
Yeah.
You're gonna continue
grow.
to elevate and continue to grow
And
and
we're not the
change.
same
We're not the
young
same person
person
that
we
we
used
was
to be.
then. Thank God. Thank God I'm not the same person I
Yeah.
used to be, because I'd be in jail somewhere by now. So thank God I'm not that person. But
right.
as you continue to grow, it's important to understand what you like, what you don't like, what you're going to tolerate, what you're not going to tolerate,
guys.
what you're accepting of and what you're not accepting of. It's important to know those things. Self-discovery is so important.
Yeah,
What
it's
makes you
very
happy?
important.
What makes you smile? What makes you
Yeah.
feel good?
Mhm.
Those things are important.
It's very important.
Because then you can decipher what toxic is
Yeah.
when it does
Yeah.
come your way.
And then you just know what
Yeah.
you want as a woman, and you know what your anticipation is and what you want from a man, and you know the qualities of a man that you want and what you're not going to allow and what you are
Yeah.
going to allow. So it's very important. It's very important.
Definitely very important. Because again, if you don't love yourself, it's impossible, without a doubt, to love another person.
Mhm.
To even be a good friend, to
Yeah.
even be a good mother, to even be a good sister, a
Yeah.
good aunt,
'Cause you know that-
whatever. If you
yeah.
don't love yourself, you're gonna continue to give off that negative energy. to
Yeah,
other
because you
people.
know, being in those toxic
Yeah.
relationships, they could have you hollering at your kids.
Yeah.
You know,
Feel
being
some type of
being like shelter and don't want to be bothered with nobody. So yeah, that could mess with you, period. And we don't be wanting that, ladies. We don't want that, man. We don't want that. You know, if y'all is just two toxic people and y'all love that stuff, because there's some people out here in the world, they love to fight. They love to argue, then they make back up. They love it. Like they fiend for it. They love it. Then y'all so be it. Y'all go ahead. Just don't y'all better make that work, and y'all better get married or whatever the case may be, but don't let nobody else into that situation. Y'all just toxic together. Y'all love it. So be it.
Now,
just home.
Zipporah mentioned, shout out to Zipporah, hello.
See.
Said how long you should give yourself before getting into another relationship. That should be something that we discuss for the next topic. Really, we can answer that now. I don't believe that there's a specific time frame, because a person knows themselves. Everybody is different. Some people it may take months. Some people it may take years.
Yeah.
Some people it can be years and they still haven't healed from past wounds. I know people now who are still, it's been years since they've dated or been in another committed relationship, and they're still scared to, involve themselves with another relationship because of things that have happened in the past. So there's really no time frame. The time frame is just, are you using that time wisely? Because you can be separated from somebody and by yourself for a long time doesn't mean that you're in the healing process. Have you been doing things to work towards healing? And doing things to work towards healing mean, are you doing things spiritually to get stronger spiritually? Are you doing things to get stronger with the things that you love? Because if there's something that you like and there's something, a career that you're after or an endeavor that you're after, sometimes focusing on your career can help elevate you mentally and elevate you emotionally to a stronger perception of understanding, like, okay, now I'm ready to step back into the dating game or step back into relationships and things of that nature. So self-growth, there's really no time frame from that. It varies from person to person depending on the type of person you are. Some people don't take long at all to get over something. Some people can be done with somebody and when they wash their hands with it, that's it.
And most of the time, a person is like that because they've been done with it.
Yeah.
They just not
they've
leaving a situation
years ago,
but they've been done with the relationship.
Yeah.
And like she said, about when you separated, my thing is with men and women, when we separated, so to speak, and you're in a relationship, well, it could be a relationship, but a marriage. When you're separated, don't find yourself being with someone else.
Right.
You know, in the midst of you separating, because it is drawing confusion between that person and whoever else that your partner that you're married to, because that woman don't know what's going on. She getting the bits and pieces from you, but she really don't know. You can tell a woman anything.
That's true.
So what Z
or
said,
even so, because if you're married and you separated from your significant other,
you gotta give yourself some time.
How, if the whole purpose of the separation is so that you guys can figure yourself out, so you can figure out if the marriage is worth fighting for or
whatever the case
that you need to release and let go and move on.
And don't bring nobody else into it. Give yourself some time. Like
how can you figure those things out if there's other parties involved? If there's other parties involved, then you don't have time to you're not really thinking about that marriage at that point, because you both are out there doing your thing. So now you got another party involved, and they don't know whether they got you whole or not, because they really don't got you whole if you still tied to somebody else. Even though you may be living separately. I know a lot of people who got a whole nother house and a whole nother house, and they've been separated for years.
Been through that too.
But they both got two different people that they're dealing with and involved in relationships with. But if you haven't fully left the old situation, how can you give yourself to another person when you're still connected to another? So if for those ladies and men that are married and you're going through something and you may felt like the marriage was toxic and you needed to step away, you didn't want to just say I want to get a divorce, because you felt like, okay, it's worth something because we built this life.
Well, work on that then.
Let me see what's going on. Fully work on yourself.
Fully work on yourself.
Get engaged with God and go back into getting spiritually connected with God and
don't bring
spiritually
nobody
connected
else
with
into
yourself,
the midst of
but don't involve anybody else in that scenario, because it's going to only draw confusion. It's only going to draw confusion. And then for those of you who aren't married and may just be
in a relationship,
been with a lot of toxic people, and a lot of toxic relationships, and a lot of toxic situations, and you're trying to find yourself. Finding yourself means sometimes being by yourself. You just may not necessarily need to be dating.
Date yourself.
You may not need necessarily be trying to be sexually involved with anybody, because feelings can get intertwined. You can find yourself back into that toxicity. So find a way to heal within you. Work on self affirmation, positive affirmations, meditating, and spiritual growth, and just going to travel and doing things that you love, the things that you used to do before you were tied down into whatever relationship that you were in.
And you ain't out the other one.
And you're not fully out the other one. Work on you. Work solely on self. That's the only way that you can heal.
And then it's not as a woman, and then it's not right for that man that's married or that man that's in a relationship, because that woman may be good to you, and then you out here doing what you're doing, and that's not right. Just work on your relationship with that woman and make things right with her, and don't involve nobody else. Give yourself, and then if you don't want to be in that marriage or relationship, get yourself fully dissolved from it, and then give yourself some time to focus on yourself, so that way you can get into a new relationship and you can be a better you in this new relationship.
Exactly. Because that's the key. That's the key. Because then when you are a better you, you are able then to decipher what's toxic and what's not healthy for you. Because real love is going to feel good. When you involve with real love, or somebody that's sincere about you, that person is going to have you doing things that you never knew that you could do.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be willing to work with you, to partner with you, to help you grow in your business or in life. They're loving on you. They're constantly doing things to motivate you and drive you towards your better you. And if a person ain't driving you towards your better you, then that's not a good relationship for you.
No.
If a person is constantly trying to nag on you, accuse you, bring you down, curse you out, call you all type of names, cheat on you over and over again, they're physically hurting you, they're coming home every day just to drive you crazy for no reason, starting arguments for no reason. That's toxic. That's
like
toxic,
I said, that's
and it's
because
draining.
they out here doing what they doing.
Yeah,
that's why they coming home.
9 times out of 10,
they out here
that's
doing
why.
what they doing. Then they coming home to you with that, and that ain't right. That ain't right
it's
at
not
all.
Cool.
We don't deserve that as women, and we don't deserve that as men. Because I keep saying men too. I'm not gonna just press the issue because we are two females and we have this show. It is some good men out here that is being abused mentally and physically by women, and then people don't take it serious. But like, oh, a female hitting on you? Yeah, there's some crazy females out here. Like, and then they'll push you, keep pushing you time after time because they out here messing around on you, and then they want to come home and be arguing with you and fussing at you for no apparent reason. You out here, you coming from work, you come home, you clean the house, you cooking, making sure the kids is good, and we got men doing that too, women. So we just gotta, these toxic relationships can take a toll of ourselves, and we just cannot let none of that lose ourselves. We are good human beings. We are trying to be, even men who are trying. They're trying to be good men, and women who are trying to be good women.
Taking away the king inside of them.
Taking that away from
making them feel low.
We gotta uplift our kids. We gotta uplift
our kings
and queens. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. We gotta uplift our kings and queens to make them, just that little push from your woman. A man be like, baby, you got it. You got the world. I'm giving you the world.
So much
because I just needed that. Just to say how much you appreciate me, how much you love me. Yeah, appreciate telling a man that you appreciate what they do. Baby, you may not think that they care about that. They care about it.
Yes.
Just telling them, just kissing on them, just loving on them, just showing them how much you appreciate them. We need that. We don't need the toxic. We need the loving. We need to go back to how it was back in the day with the real love. The real love. The real love. Deep love.
Yeah.
That's we being friends first. We friends first.
And then
we friends first, and then it's intimacy with the being in a relationship.
So basically,
we taking it back to the older days where it was like true love. You see these like now. You see some of these older couples. They dancing. They laughing. They holding hands. They going out to the parks for picnics, or they just walking, taking walks. We need that, communicating, laughing. We really need that. We absolutely need that.
We do. We need to get back to real love because that's what real love is to me. Real love drives you. Real love builds you. Real love allows you to grow in who you are as a person. Real love elevates you.
Yeah.
Real love makes you feel good about yourself. Real love has you feeling butterflies.
Yeah.
Real love makes you feel good in the bedroom.
I love that feeling.
Real love is respect. Real love is definitely respect. Real love is honesty. Real love is integrity. Real love says I am not going to do anything to hurt you or tear you down as a person because I love you that much. Where my whole job is to just make you better and make you joyful. Yeah. That's real love.
Keep a smile on my woman's face. On my man's face.
Keep a smile on your face.
About.
So if you had any questions on what real love is, that is what real love. And you can also turn to the scripture to find out what real love. It tells you in the scripture what real love is. So search within, search back into what that is to understand why it should be that way.
Absolutely.
Instead of not being toxic, because toxic is not real love.
No, toxic is not real love.
We got a question from Cedric Johnson. Why does so many women feel they don't need a man anymore? So you got a longer question, so I'm gonna answer the first one first. Why does so many women feel they don't need a man anymore? I don't feel that women necessarily feel that they don't need a man, but I feel that a lot of women are able and capable of doing a lot of things that men do, such as pay bills, hold the household down, fix stuff. You got women that know how to fix things.
Yeah,
you got women that know how to build things. You got women that know how to do their own lawn work, take out the trash. Yeah. It's just that so many women are now more independent than what they used to be. So they may not necessarily say the words they don't need a man, because we want a man. Yeah, and we need that strongness behind us. But some of us know how to hold everything down like a man do. So it's not necessarily that they may feel like they don't need a man, but they feel like if a man is not going to add to them, then there's no purpose of me being tied with you when I can do everything that you do. So what else is you bringing to the table? Mm-hmm. Because we can both. Most men back then used to be providers. Men were the strong ones. Yeah, the women stayed at home.
We took care of the kids. We took care of make sure he was good when he came home. He had a meal to eat.
Yeah, and the man did all that stuff.
And the man just worked. They worked. They did the outside work.
But now women do it. Women do those things now.
Yeah, so women, we doing everything like I do. I take care of my 5 kids, and I'm taking care of my house on the inside and outside, and providing for them, and I'm doing it on my own. So you coming into my life, you just gonna make me better, better person. You elevate me.
Finish his question. He said, in addition to the why does so many women feel like they don't need a man anymore, to me that can be toxic for a generation of young women to come. It's cool that you can go get your own bag, but it can also be cool if some women knew how to cook, because a lot of women don't. Some rather be out in the streets more than they are with their kids. Others care about being a bad bitch at the club all night, but don't put any effort into growing with their man. Men are often torn down. What happened to unity? I do believe that there definitely has to be more unity involved, but then both parties know how to do both things now. So you're not in that same generation back in the day where women didn't know how to do a lot of things. So they had to have a man, and they did need a man too. Because if the man left, the provider left the household, and the women didn't know how they was gonna hold things down. So it's different now.
So women
it's different now.
You came into this picture, and I was already handling my business. So when you leave, I'm still gonna be handling my business. But as he said, like me personally, I'm a mama all day. Right. I had 5 kids. I made that choice when I had my kids. I'm a mama all day.
Correct.
I'm a bad bitch later. Understand what I'm saying? I don't even go out like that. I go out every once in a blue moon. I go out and give me some little breather or whatever, or away from the kids sometimes. But I'm not in the streets. I'm a mama that's handling her business, especially when they're in school. I'm Monday through Friday dealing with my kids. The weekend I may do a little dabble or whatever. That's very, very rare. But and then like he said, these women don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
Yes, women.
So we need to learn
how to cook.
How to do something.
Try.
Even
At
the
least
basic.
Try.
The basic thing.
Try. And if that man knows how to cook,
let him teach you.
Let him teach you. Being willing to participate and let him teach you.
And that can be the time, because he mentioned unity and growing together.
And
if it's areas where
communicating right then and there.
If it's areas where I lack, or areas where she may lack, or the man may lack, then if the man is stronger in that area, be willing to allow that man to teach you. And if a woman is stronger, because some men are prideful and they don't want to admit, if a woman is stronger in a certain area, then be willing to allow that woman to teach you. And that's where the unity comes into play, where we're going to help each other on each level. So if I'm strong on this end and you're stronger on this end, how do we bring it together so that there can be unity? Because I believe that there can be unity. I believe that a woman can have all the tools and necessities needed, and a man can have all the tools and necessities needed. But it's only when you guys bring it in together that you find balance and unity and be willing to grow together. So we are cutting close now to the time. That time when we gotta say goodbye.
That's why I be telling y'all guys. When y'all tune in and y'all be thinking, well, dang, y'all on Facebook Live for an hour. That hour's going back so fast. Before you know it. Now look, it's time for us to close this up.
So listen, it's been lovely as usual talking to you, kings and queens. We love kicking it with you every Thursday at 7 p.m. It's a pleasure for us to kick it with you and join in on the conversation and to get you guys' feedback on any various topic that we may be discussing. So make sure that you guys continue to like the page, share, and comment. Again, even for this video, if you make a comment for the next episode, we'll try to come in and answer some of those questions that have come in after the time that we closed out. But make sure that you share and share and share and
And
share
share
the
and share
page
so we
and get
can-
more people to
it can
tune
go up,
in,
up.
okay?
When it's
To
up,
say
then it's
what?
up, then it's up, then it's up.
Listen, it's every Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. We
PM.
kick it with you for a whole hour up until 8. And then we close
Dang, that went
out.
by fast.
It is your girl, Raisha the Finisher.
And Toya the boss.
And it's been nice kicking it with you all. And until next time, stay out of that toxic ish. Because ain't nobody got time for that.
shit. Period.
See you again.
I'ma say it.
Next Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.
Next week.